Welcome my friends, this is Ramesh Sharma here and you are watching React Redux series. So this is a part third on series of this series, and in the previous part we learned that what is Redux reducer and what are the dependencies that we need to install. So today from this video we will start our practical. So we will code our Redux also with the help of React. So first of all, let's see what we are going to do in this tutorial. So in this tutorial, we will set up our basic Redux with one reducer. So we will set up our basic Redux and we will set up our reducer also. As today we will not add actions there. So, but we will just set up our reducer, and then we will set up our React DevTool extension here also. So so we can see our data of Redux in that extension with our Redux. So what steps we are going to follow in this tutorial? So these are some steps here. So first of all, we will create our store there. So we will create our store from our Redux. Then we will create our reducer. And after that, we will connect our Redux DevTool extension with the help of this store. So this will help us to track our Redux data and our actions here. So it will be easy for you to understand its Redux, so its behavior, how our action is applying, and then how data is changing. Then we will provide our data to provider using our app.js, so that we will use provider will be imported from our React Redux. So it will use to provide our data to our React from our Redux. So now without wasting any time, let's get started. So this is our coding section here. So first of all, see that this is a project named React Practical. So first of all, we will install our dependencies here. So this is Redux Practical here. So our project name, and this is our whole Redux app, and this app I cleaned it now and it is fully clear now. And see that here in the app.js just one line is written, that is React Redux tutorial part 3. So first of all, we will install our dependencies here. So for that, simply click on view, and there are two methods. You can click on terminal and then new terminal here. So here you will open new terminal will be opened for you. So if you are using yarn, then simply write yarn add React Redux, and then we want Redux and we want React DevTools extension. And if you are using npm, use npm I React Redux space React DevTools extensions. So this we will use. Then simply press enter. So these are dependencies that we are going to install there, as I told you in the previous part. So I will be right back after installing this. So our packages are successfully installed. So I have done little mistake in the previous command here. So see that in the previous command I wrote here React DevTool extension, but here it should be Redux. So here we will write Redux DevTool extension here. So please correct it. Sorry for the mistake. Now I'm going to close it. So I close it now. Now let's first of all embed our Redux here. So first of all, we will create our store. So creating store. So we will create our store. So for that, here we will write constant, we will get constant store, and then there will be a function that will be our create store. So see that here create store is imported from our Redux here. So these all are Redux dependencies. So see that create store imported from the Redux, and it will be a function here. Now see that here for the create store there are two things we needed. So first parameter will be reducer, and second parameter is any action or any enhancer we want. So any enhancer we want. So enhancer we will use our this React Redux DevTool extension there. So first of all we will create our reducer. So we will create our reducer here. So for that here I'm going to create one new folder. So that will be our Redux folder, and under that I'm going to create one new folder that will be our reducers. And under this, under the reducers folder, I'm going to create new file, and that file will be our any reducer. You can name that. I'm going to name it as auth reducer, simply like that. So simply auth reducer or contact reducer, any can name you can do that. So for what you want to, so I will just tell you a simple login system only or about users. So here we will first of all create our initial state. So initial state I'm going to here write is logged in, and it will be false. And then here is initial object. You can write any array here also, but I'm going to write here object. So it's logged in, and then user. So user I'm writing it as null by default, and then I'm going to write token here. So anything token you can write. I'm going to write token as null for now. Now as we saw that in the previous part, our reducer is a pure function. So here we will create our function here. So I'm going to create const, that is our auth reducer, that is our function name. And then as in the syntax we saw that here we will mention our state, and then it will contain our action. So but state we haven't defined. Now state is null here. So I'm going to our first initial state. So first of all we have to mention our initial state. So by seeing that state it will update to our new state. So that's why I mentioned state as our initial state. So by default initial state will be like this. So now here we want our switch statement. So here switch statement is there. So because reducer work is that it have to match types here. So here I'm going to write action.type, because action will contain two things. So action will contain two things. First is our type, and then action will contain our payload. So but till now I'm not going to add any case of any type. So it is switch case statement. So I'm just going to write as default. So default I'm going to return our state only. So for a while, then I'm going to export our reducer. That is our auth reducer. So now our auth reducer is exported. So now we can use this reducer. So this reducer contain nothing here. So just it is not matching types yet. So that the matching type we will see a video after this tutorial. After this to next tutorial. So here will be action.type, and it will here we will write cases here. So that we will see in the upcoming videos step by step. So here it is just returning a state and default is there. So make sure you know about switch states statement here, and I'm exporting this. Now we can use this here. So because as just we are going to set up this, so we need just only one reducer, and just for a setup I'm writing like this. Then we will see in the next videos about cases and how to get data, how to dispatch data, how to match the actions, everything here. So here first of all we will mention our auth reducer. So here auth reducer we will mention because here will be only one state here. Then auth reducer is there. After that we have to compose here. So first of all make sure you have installed, see that here this extension you have, because we are going to enable this extension now. So this extension we are going to enable. So make sure you have this extension. You can go to web.chrome. You can go to Chrome Web Store and you can search for React DevTool extension here. So here this is our Chrome, and here you can write Redux DevTools. So you will get here extension there. So this is a Redux DevTool extension you can add from here. So now let's see how we can connect this extension. So for that we have to import. So I'm going to import from Redux DevTool extension, and we are going to import compose with DevTools, and here I'm going to call compose with DevTool, as we are not going to add any middleware here. So in the enhancer we can also add middlewares, like Redux Thunk and Redux Saga, and our own middlewares also. That are some advanced topics that we will see after creating our project. So now we have to provide this store to our app so that we can dispatch our data here. So here I'm going to write provider. So provider will be there and provider is there. So I'm going to import our provider, import provider from React Redux. So from React Redux I'm going to import provider. Then here we have to provide store here. So save it. Now let's run our app and let's see if our basic Redux is applied or not. That we will see in our Redux DevTool extension. So that's why we mentioned here as a compose enhancer. So here I'm going to write npm install npm start. So I will come back after starting this app. So see that our now application is opened successfully, and see that here this icon is there, and this means that this is green now. So this means that our compose with DevTool extension, this compose enhancer is applied successfully here. So now let's see if we are getting this initial state for now or not. So see that here this is our extension here. So here this is our state here. So see that here we are getting our default state. So this means that we have set up our Redux now. Now we have successfully set up our Redux here. So now let's see what we are going to see in our next tutorial. So in the next tutorial we will see how to get data from our Redux in any component, how we can get data from the Redux in any component. So we will try to change the Redux state, a reducer state or redux state, as we have mentioned only one reducer, so it means only one state it have. So then there are two methods here, so we are going to see both methods. So first is using connect function, and this connect function is standard method, and then using our hook. So using use selector hook, so we are going to get our data also. So for today this is enough. If you have any queries, please comment in the comment section. I will definitely respond to that. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share this channel. And last, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial.